Welcome back to Wanderlust Voices, the podcast that helps you explore the world with confidence and curiosity. I'm your host, Maya Sharma, and today we're tackling a topic that I know resonates with so many of you: traveling with English, especially if you're a beginner. That feeling of wanting to explore, but having that little voice in your head say, "What if I can't communicate?" Well, we're here to quiet that voice. And joining me today to navigate the linguistic currents of travel is someone who's not only a seasoned globetrotter, but also a brilliant language coach. Please give a warm welcome to Leo Martinez.
Thanks, Maya. It's great to be here. And absolutely, that little voice is incredibly common. I've heard it from countless students, and I've even felt it myself when trying to navigate a new country where English isn't the primary language, and my mastery of the local tongue is, let's just say, basic at best.
It's so true. I think many listeners dream of backpacking through Europe, visiting vibrant markets in Asia, or simply ordering a coffee in Rome. But the thought of not being able to understand or be understood in English can feel like a huge wall. Leo, why do you think English has become such a ubiquitous language for travel, even in non-English speaking countries?
That's an excellent question, Maya. English really has solidified its position as the de facto global lingua franca, especially in tourism and international business. You'll find that in most major airports, hotels, and tourist attractions worldwide, staff will have at least a functional understanding of English. It's often taught in schools globally, and it's the language of much of the internet and pop culture. So, while it's fantastic to learn a few phrases in the local language, and I always encourage that, having some English skills often provides a vital safety net.
A vital safety net. I love that analogy. It's like packing a first aid kit. You hope you don't need it, but you're so glad it's there. But for beginners, what does easy conversation actually mean in this context? Because I think some people hear English and immediately think fluency, like debating geopolitics or discussing quantum physics.
Precisely, and that's the biggest myth we need to bust. Easy conversation for travel is not about fluency. It's about functionality. Think of it as survival English rather than social English. You're not aiming to make deep philosophical connections. You're aiming to achieve specific tasks: checking into a hotel, ordering food, asking for directions, confirming a train schedule. These are transactional interactions, and they require a very specific, limited set of phrases and vocabulary.
So it's about getting from point A to point B, literally and figuratively. It's about communication, not perfection.
Exactly. When you're a beginner, your goal isn't perfect grammar or a vast vocabulary. It's being understood. Most people you encounter in a travel context, especially those in service roles, are used to interacting with non-native speakers. They appreciate the effort and are often very patient.
That's so reassuring to hear. So let's dive into some practical scenarios. What are some absolute must-have phrases for, say, arriving at an airport or train station?
Absolutely. Let's start with the arrival. Imagine you've just landed. You might need to ask, "Where is the baggage claim?" or "How do I get to the city center?" Simple, direct questions. When you're talking about tickets or information, "Is this the train to?" or "How much is a ticket to?" And remember, a simple hello, please, and thank you go a very long way in showing respect and making interactions smoother.
Those really are the building blocks. And then once you're out of the airport, you're likely headed to a hotel or accommodation.
Right. At the hotel, you'll need, "I have a reservation under the name, your name," or "What time is checkout? Can I have the Wi-Fi password?" These are common inquiries. If something is amiss, a simple, "There's a problem with the shower/air conditioning," is usually enough to initiate help. You don't need to explain the intricate mechanics.
Fantastic. And my personal favorite, food. Eating out can be intimidating. What's the easy conversation approach to dining?
Oh, food is key. Start with, "A table for two, please," or "Can I see the menu?" When ordering, pointing is your best friend if you're unsure of pronunciation, combined with, "I'll have this, please." If you have allergies, it's good to learn. I am allergic to nuts, dairy, gluten, even if you just show a pre-written note in English. And of course, the bill please or check please at the end.
That's incredibly helpful. It simplifies what feels like a complex social interaction into manageable phrases. What about asking for directions or shopping?
For directions, you'll need "excuse me, where is the museum, train station, toilet?" And be prepared to understand responses like "turn left, turn right, go straight." It helps if you can also recognize landmarks. In shops, "how much is this?" and "do you have this in a different size, color?" are essential. Again, pointing helps immensely here.
So we've covered the what to say part, but what about the how to say it? And perhaps more importantly, how to overcome the fear of saying it wrong.
That's the real mental hurdle, isn't it? My biggest piece of advice is embrace mistakes. Every native speaker has made them. Every language learner makes them. They are not failures. They are learning opportunities. People are far more focused on understanding you than judging your grammar.
That's a powerful shift in perspective.
Absolutely. Secondly, speak slowly and clearly. Don't rush. It gives you time to formulate your thoughts and gives the listener time to process what you're saying. Use gestures. Nonverbal communication is universal. Pointing, miming, even drawing a quick picture can bridge a gap where words fail.
Those visual cues can be lifesavers.
Definitely. And before you even leave for your trip, practice. Use apps like Duolingo or Memrise for common travel phrases. Role play with a friend or family member. Imagine yourself in these scenarios and practice saying the phrases out loud. Even watching English movies or TV shows with subtitles can help your ear get used to the rhythm of the language.
So it's about building confidence through preparation, but also being kind to yourself when you're in the moment and things aren't perfect. Leo, this has been incredibly insightful. For anyone listening who's been on the fence about an international trip because of the language, what's your final message?
My final message is simple. Don't let language be a barrier to experiencing the world. You don't need to be an English scholar. You just need to be willing to try. Arm yourself with a handful of practical phrases, a positive attitude, and remember that the vast majority of people you'll encounter are kind, patient, and happy to help you communicate. The world is waiting.
Beautifully said, Leo. It's truly about getting those essential conversational tools in your travel kit, understanding that mistakes are part of the journey and that the effort to communicate goes a really, really long way. The goal isn't to be a perfect English speaker, but to be an effective one, confident enough to ask for what you need and engage with the world around you.
Exactly. Just enough English to make your travel dreams a reality.
Thank you so much, Leo Martinez, for sharing your wisdom with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
My pleasure, Maya. Happy travels, everyone.
And thank you, our wonderful listeners, for tuning in to Wanderlust Voices. I hope this episode has inspired you to dust off your passport, learn a few key phrases, and embrace the adventure. Remember, a little bit of English can open up a whole new world of possibilities. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep wandering.